Hey guys, what's up? It's Eli Knight with Knight Jiu-Jitsu and with Aperture, and I have a video today that some people have been asking me about making, how to punch-proof bottom positions. So in certain positions, whenever we're rolling and everything, I do get exposed depending on how I'm making transitions to where if it was a striking situation, I would take a lot of damage. So what I want to look at today is if I'm rolling with striking considerations or there's actual strikes involved, how maybe I can kind of punch-proof these positions. So the first one that I want to look at is mount position bottom, and that's one of the most dangerous ones because it's one of the most effective ones that he can strike. The biggest thing is I don't need to let him get completely vertical like this, because from here I'm kind of relegated as to having to cover here a little bit, so I'm going to have to take some shots here. I would prefer to do my escape from whenever he's down like this. So one of the options that I have from here is to pull him back down to this position here, and then once I get him down, I'm gonna hold tight this way, and I'm not just holding him on top of me, I'm also holding myself to him, so I'm kind of keeping my head squeezed close to him together. That way, the most effective strike that he has right now is this hand over here, so if I have to, I can come up and I can block this. Now, from here, this is a little harder for me to start to try to escape from. If I can wrap this, then I can start to go and bridge him, roll him over. But what I want to look at today, though, is I'm blocking here if I have to, and whenever I have the ability to, I want to take this foot here and I want to scoop underneath his leg. I can either drag it like this or I can scoop up, and then from there I'm going to reach just quickly down to here, weave in like this, and then I'm going to stretch one, throw him up over my head to this direction. If he goes up here and he bases this way, then I want to grab here and here, I want to pull him across, and now I'm on top, so I secure the top position like that and get him off of me. So one more time on this one. This way here, just to make sure he has it set up, I want to hold him down. I don't want my armpits exposed too far where he can climb up on me too quickly. So from here instead, if I have to block, I'll block here. I want to reach over, scoop up, lift his leg, weave through like this, so I have this figure four configuration on the leg like a lockdown, and then I want to stretch one, throw him up over my head. When he goes to base out, I reach around the back this way, reach underneath the leg, pull him back across me here, and then now I'm on top where I don't have to worry quite as much about striking opportunities for him because the leverage is on my side. Now, if we're inside the guard, again, I don't want him to be able to posture up. Once he gets the space, he can make more effective strikes from here. Now I could too, but I'm on bottom. He has more velocity and he has gravity on his side, so the punching advantage goes to him. So I want to use my legs to pull him in here like this. I want to keep his head down on top of me. I can go around the neck here like this. I can pull his head to the side. I cover the arm this way. So from here, I'm pretty safe from most punches. This one's wrapped up, but he can't punch me effectively on the side I'm facing, so that's good. This one over here can land some little shots, but it's not going to be anything really big. If he does start to make the space to punch on this side, I can transition out to this kind of structure like this modified guard position. So if I get him to this kind of modified guard position here where I'm holding down here on the wrist, I've got the knee and the heel kind of pinching together. I'm still monitoring this arm here so he can't get it free to throw strikes. And then from here, I can strike him more effectively than he can strike me. So this is a really good position to keep me safer. Now we'll talk about in another related video how from bottom guard position, if I just want, my intention is just to get up off the ground, how we'll do that. That's going to be in a different video. So if he does posture up like this here, whenever he's going to throw that big shot, I want to cover this way here so that I get this arm up to shoulder covered like this, and this one's covering here. So I wrap in over the arm, I shoot back, and then I've got him back into this first level where I'm keeping myself, I'm keeping the space too tight for him to be able to posture up and throw those big shots like that. Now, from here, if he is allowed to make the space here and then I have to go inside to be able to block, then I can push away, use my legs here to block away like this. I can work out this way here. Now I'm in a better striking situation because my feet are involved, and now it's my kicks versus his punches from this position. Another one that is a good striking opportunity for him a lot of the time is when he's top side control on top of me. So if we want to look at that, again, there's some different considerations I might make from here whenever we're just rolling with no strikes versus if this is actual fight and he's able to throw knees, elbows, punches, kicks, everything like that, right? So if I catch him this direction, I want to make frames here and here to be able to stuff his arm so that the striking opportunity is not really that great for him from here. If he goes to pull back, I can follow to some extent here like this, or I can switch and push away like that, and then maybe use that to create space and opportunity for me to get up. if he decides like he doesn't like this being stuffed and he wants to throw it to the other side here, this way, I can push that arm away again. And again, we'll talk about in a separate video how I can get up from bottom by using some of those strategies like that. Now, if his arm does make it to this other side, there's a few things from here that I can put into place to make a little better opportunity for myself. So one of them is I don't want him to be able to elbow me in the head right here. This here, this is gonna create a lot of damage. So I'm gonna stick my head close to that tricep and that shoulder. Now I have to also think about the consideration of him wrapping for a guillotine, but my primary concern is eating that elbow right now. I'm up on my side, so I'm not being smashed too flat. I'm blocking here so he doesn't knee me in the face. This isn't necessarily strong enough to stop it, but if I'm attached to it, then I can monitor and I know how to better stop it this way. My rule that I try to use here is that if I can keep this 90 or greater, I'll be attached to him. If I can't keep this 90 or greater, I'll attach it to my head here like this and do like a big nose cover. If over here on this side, I'm worried about this arm throwing the big shots, so that's why I'm going for this big underhook like this, so if he makes that space, I can accentuate that space here to be able to maybe shoot out the back door like that. Again, we'll talk about how to actually get up from there in a different video, but from here, that's another consideration. So I have my head pressed against this one. I have my deep underhook. I'm blocking his leg. Last piece here is if he wants to knee with this one. So he has to rear back. When he goes to rear back, I put my shin in the way here. So that's already helped me to upgrade my position from here where I can get back into this guard kind of position and make it a little harder for him now to throw those strikes from on top. These are kind of the big ones that we're looking at right now, just how to kind of punch-proof positions. So it's a good idea once in a while, rather than just looking at how I can transition from during my escapes or during my upgrades, is also during those times, how I can keep myself safe from potential strikes and potential damage like that. A good way to test this out is put on the 4-ounce gloves or put on the big gloves in some case and just have him try to throw strikes while you're moving through these positions and while you're holding these positions to make sure that you're not eating any significant shots. And if you are, then communicate with your partner and try to troubleshoot it together and figure out how I can minimize that kind of continuum of force whenever he's raining those punches down on me. So again, punch proofing positions, try it out with your own training. Let me know how it goes. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it, brother. Keep watching Night Jiu-Jitsu and Aperture.